And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you our most dangerous contestant in the arena, ELHOMO!
How's it going, folks? So I'm going to be sharing my controller settings and sensitivities in this video, along with some tips to help you find which settings will suit your playstyle and controller. Now, right before I pop them up on screen here, I just want to say that these settings should only be used as a reference in case that you just wanted to copy them. So anyways, here they are. I run a high turn speed and I prefer to keep the vertical and horizontal sensitivities the same, even though the vertical is lower by default. I also use a lower zoom sense to try and even out the high turn speed. Scoped is slightly higher because I'm used to sniping at high senses from other games. Horizontal look boost at 220 with 0 for the vertical boost. And the most important setting for controller, dead zone set to 0. I also use the exponential response curve because I find linear way too flicky and it doesn't suit my playstyle because of that. Now folks, if you really want to make the most of these settings, then I would recommend not directly copying them. So let me first of all point out that if you choose to use a high sensitivity, you're going to be subject to messing up how the aim assist works in this game unless you fully understand it. So what you need to make sure of is that you aren't over-aiming. And the best way to do this is to just use the left stick to help you aim at long distances rather than trying to micro-adjust with the right stick. Aim assist will do the work if you stop trying to overcorrect long-distance aiming. Another thing to note with high sensitivity is to control your hip fire and look speed to be able to have good crosshair placement. I can do this because I use a high thumbstick along with an extra high control freak, which gives me much better control and fine-tuned movements. Now, after making these changes to your game, you might be wondering why you shouldn't just use a lower sensitivity and make life easier without the extra effort. The thing with lower sensitivities is that while you will have an easier time getting used to them, you'll be limiting your turn speed and therefore missing out on the key advantages of running an aggressive play style, especially with all the movement tech like evasive dash and jump pads. I find that a higher sensitivity gives much more freedom and it largely increases the skill gap for controller players while also lowering the gap from mouse and keyboard players. I can see this because I play on PC with controller and have been a controller main since Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2. The controller movement on this game is very nice, and I do think it's possible to be a top-tier player with a high sensitivity. But anyways, folks, I don't think there's much else to say on the matter other than do what suits you best. I hope this video helped you controller players to get an idea of which way you want to go with your sensitivity. If you have any questions or suggestions, I'd be more than happy to hear from you in the comment section, and I'll do my best to reply. Ratings and follows are very much appreciated. Thanks again for watching the video. Bye-bye now.